Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Yankee Stadium. Today, this will be hosted by It's PJ Biaaaaaa, and we'll be playing baseball in a very different way than you would see on MLB or something. Today, you will be hopping in your hog, and the other team will too, and they will see a pitch with a bat, a giant bat that will be rotisseраting like a chicken at a very slow speed, but you will want to run into it as fast as you can, knock yourself against it, and fly out of the stadium as fast and as best you can. If you can fly over that wall, then you have successfully completed what the map creator has wanted for you. This map is a lot of fun as it plays more of a playground type gameplay as opposed to like objective gameplay. The game type on this really doesn't work, to be honest. The whole point of it is to really just try and make yourself fly out of the stadium as fast as you can, as high as you can, and as in the craziest way you can. You'll see that there's a whole bunch of different funny things that happen when you go over the man cannons, as when you fly your hog against it, sometimes you'll go directly out of the stadium, which is very hard to do. Or you will go into the actual area where people are sitting, and that'll be really fun because then you'll get stuck up there and you can kind of be like king of the castle, like a king of the hill type aspect. Or you can just hit the bat and hit the Danny Glover. As you'll see, there's Danny, the name there, and Glove. So Danny Glover is the pun of that thing right there. You'll see this entire stadium is colossal, and it is really to try and show the original aspect of what you'll see in the MLB, because a lot of this is really not accurate besides the actual stadium aspect, as I don't think they really drive around four-wheelers or, Jeeps or anything around the actual MLB, especially with man cannons. Now, you will see that there are two man cannons in this, and there is a point for that, as each man cannon has a little bit of a different reason for it. The one on the right is a direct speed one, where if you want to hit that bat and try and do it with the least accuracy as possible, you can do that and you'll hit it, and most likely you will get the most distance out of it. The other side is one that will make you go much higher up, and that is to make it so, let's say you want to time this directly right, or you want to try and get it a very specific way. Since it falls slower and it makes you go up slower and it goes over the bat, you can do things that are a little different. Though to be honest, I usually only choose the one on the right as you go the furthest and it's easiest to do because there's no waiting. What I try and do if I want to time that perfectly right is try and make it so that you go through the man cannon on the right just as it's going through the golden warthog sign. That is the perfect way in my mind of trying to get it hit every single time. The other one is much harder to do, but it is very similar. Go over the man cannon when it's near the golden sign, I'm not sure the exact spot, and then it'll go around once, and by the time it gets back and once you've fallen, it should hit you, but this will take some trial and error to actually do. You'll see that there is two teams that you can be on. Now this has a little bit of a point, but not too much, as I said, the game type isn't really workable in the way that it's not going to make you win. It's going to more be as a guideline, a way of making it so that you don't shoot up other people as the main objective, you don't die when you get hit by the bat, other things like that. The actual stadium aspect of this is just colossal and beautiful, and I love it. He forged this stadium very well, and I love how everything looks. It works very well, and I like how he used the pits as the place for the Warthog to be. I really enjoyed playing on this, and this is a map that you can play with literally everyone. No one has to know how to play Halo whatsoever. If you are hopping into a custom game with a bunch of people at your house and you want to say, hey, try out this, you can just have them hop in a hog and fly around with this baseball bat and maybe play it with a bunch of people in a lobby. You can get about 8 people in here, actually 16 if you really wanted, but that's a bad idea. And you could just go flying against this bat and just watch people leave the area. It's so cool to see yourself just go flying, and the different ways it does happen is very, very cool. I enjoyed this thoroughly, as it's just one of those maps that's a playground, and playgrounds are meant to have fun. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this commentary, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Halo 5 content, and I will leave you off with an epic home run. See you guys later.